Welcome back to your own digital learning station Prudence Coaching English class. Hello students. Today we are going to discuss about one of the most important essays, that is narrate an incident which has changed your life forever. This essay is going to be very important for ICSE, CBSE, WBCS, UPSC or any exams where you need to write the essays. Now, this is an narrative essay. In the narrative essay, as you know, students, it is related to your personal experiences where you need to establish the story following a time frame. Now, here we are going to provide you the authentic composition which has cogent argument and a synthesis of relevant events which will help you to write the essay very well. Now, let's discuss the topic. We have chosen the title, that is Resurrection from the Ashes. The title plays a very important role in any essay writing because it bears nearly 3 to 4 marks. So you have to choose the title that is related to your topic but is not discussing or disclosing the entire writing that you are going to represent in front of the examiner. Now, in the beginning of your essay, if you can provide any quotations or any great speech provided by the great personalities, then it definitely enriches your essays. We have done the same here. So here the title we have chosen Resurrection from the Ashes, and the speech we have chosen according to our writing for this relevant essay, that is said by Confucius. The great speech is, our greatest glory is not in never failing but in rising every time we fall. So this speech is depicting the entire theme of the writing. It's very much helpful and very much relative for grabbing 100% marks. So let's start the essay. The ways of life is never smooth. It's full of impediments. Impediments means hindrances or obstacles. The person who surpasses his failures and fights back until his success is called the real winner in the arena of life. Arena means in the battlefield of life. I have experienced this in my life as well. So, in the beginning, in the introduction, we have tried to relate the given quote of Confucius and the real life experiences, and that has been quite similar to the first person narration, that is I here. Yes, students, you know, generally we write this type of narrative essay in the first person narration. So, we have used the pronoun I here, and which is very much related to the topic. Now the next lines are, I have experienced this in my life as well. As a teenager, I was perfect model of the modern generation whose chief purpose was to have fun and shirk responsibilities. Shirk responsibilities means to avoid responsibilities. I was an average student studying in the 10th standard. My grades on the report card did not augur well. Augur well means did not portend about the good perspectives for the future. My parents and teachers always expected more from me. That means they have huge desire for my result, or they want something more or some more extravagant result that will help them to motivate. Now, however, most of my time passed playing, frolicking and laughing around, which is the general nature of any adolescent child. As time and tide wait for none, pre-board examinations loomed large. That means pre-board examinations posed to be a threat for me. For the first time in my life, I felt the burden and nervousness of not being prepared to take the exams. However, I had no option. Only 10 days were at my disposal. That means only 10 days left for my final examination in the school. I decided to do my best, but the mountain of accumulated work cannot be climbed easily. So, students, you can understand how nicely the essay is written. We are using actually the metaphorical sense here. That means here we have lots of homeworks and classworks remaining, which is impossible to complete within this very short time of 10 days. I realized it was impossible for me to do all the study and revision. I knew I would not pass. My fears proved to be true. I scored very low marks. The principal called my parents and shared her concern with them and told them categorically that if I did not do well, she would have to expel me. Expel means banish from the school, or I would not be able to go to the school anymore. Next para, so in the first para, we have given the description and a brief idea about the characters and the topic of the story. The next para is the development of the event, which is very much important for the narrative writing. Now, the next para, I felt so embarrassed and ashamed of my negligent attitude to study. I had never wanted to score low grades. I had never thought that not studying would mean low grades and embarrassment. I had never thought that having fun most of the time would affect my studies. I decided to turn a new leaf. That means to start a new chapter of life. The only person who could help me change was I myself. Now, the last para, I promised to myself that I would work very hard to improve my grades. I just followed the basics. I did not waste a single moment in useless distractions. I just studied and studied. This line is written to motivate or to strengthen our essay. You can do the same in any essays to strengthen your cause or to establish your point boldly. Now, the next line, I made a timetable and conscientiously stuck to it. I burnt not only the midnight oil but the early morning oil also. This line is totally a proverb, which means I have gone late to study hard during the night, or I went to sleep late at night for studying, and even I got up early in the morning. So this is a proverb. Using the proverb in the essays generally enriches your writing. So finally the line is, I burnt not only the midnight oil but the early morning oil also. At school, I stayed focused all the time. I did not watch TV at all. That means I am trying to say that I have avoided all the distractions. Thus, working, I realized that if a student utilizes his time optimally, that means satisfactorily, he can do wonders. TV, friends, and loafing around are the greatest enemies of all the students. I realized that studies are not difficult at all. Developing the right attitude to studies and focusing our mind on studies is difficult. Hard work really pays off, and that too with huge dividends. Not only did I improve my knowledge, I even secured good marks in all the subjects in the finals. My parents, teachers, and everyone was so happy. I was the happiest of all. This happiness of hard earned achievement was thousand times sweeter than the shallow pleasures of distractions. The last para. Thus, from my failure, I rose up like a phoenix from its ashes. Not only did I conquer my weaknesses, but I also learned the valuable relation of time management and self-discipline. So students, you can understand about the beginning, the middle part, that means the development of the story, and the concluding portion that has been composed very skillfully to help you to enrich your marks or the percentage in the exams. Generally, we provide this type of essay which is our own composition and that is totally unique to grab the marks. So students, we have come to the end of this video. If you find this content really helpful for you, don't forget to like it, because your one like will help us to provide you more helpful contents for the future purpose. Thanks for watching students. Have a nice day ahead, and like and subscribe the video and share it with your friends to help us to grow and provide you the interactive contents forever. Thanks for watching students. Have a nice day ahead. Goodbye.